To be sent is to be subordinate. Okay, so the whole idea of sending, which admittedly precedes incarnation, right? We talked about that. So you can't just say submission begins at incarnation if sending implies submission or subordination, which, by the way, has always been the standard argument of Arians and semi-Arians, that because the Son was sent, that means that he is subordinate to the Father, right? But this is where, again, eternal generation solves the problem. And this is how Augustine responded to the Arians. Being sent is not indicative of submission or subordination, but fromness. Why is it that the Son was sent from the Father? It is because the Son has always been from the Father. And why is it that the Father and the Son sent the Spirit on the day of Pentecost? Is because the Spirit has always been eternally from the Father and the Son. So Augustine in On the Trinity, not because one is greater and the other less. And of course, to be clear, nobody in EFS argues that the Father is greater than the Son, right? So Augustine is obviously responding to Arianism, not because one is greater or the other less, but because one is the Father and the other Son. One is the begetter, the other begotten. The first is the one from whom the sent one is. The other is the one who is from the sender. So this is why eternal generation explains the sending. So in what manner did God send the Son? Did he tell him to come, giving him an order he complied with by coming? Or did he ask him to? Or did he merely suggest it? Augustine says, well, whichever way it was done, it was certainly done by word. But God's word is his Son. So when the Father sent him by word, what happened was that he was sent by the Father and his word. Hence, it is by the Father and the Son that the Son was sent, because the Son is the Father's word, right? So we can't ever again fall into the trap of saying something that the Father does, the Spirit and the Son don't also do. The actions of God are all singular. They are inseparable actions.